is Tzvi Lebetkin, you Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. I think it's fair to say I like Alan Moore. In fact, which way to turn? If you look up there, this is my little Alan Moore shelf. It's all Alan Moore stuff. That's but his showpieces, his movie he did a few years ago. He's got a new movie that hasn't been released as far as I can tell. I mean, really, it came out in 2020, but it didn't because it was 2020. I would like to watch it. I will pay to watch it. If you put it on a platform that I can watch it, I will watch it. So if Alan Moore's out there, if you could tell anybody, although Alan Moore, I would say, is not the most business-minded of people. Well, it's really exciting to hear this story that we're getting a lot more work from him. And he's got paid. He's got himself a really good paycheck. I am thrilled for him. I'm thrilled for me because I said we're getting more Alan Moore stuff. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to talk about this in detail. We're going to be looking over the story, and I'm going to tell you why I think this is good news. I do think. Honestly, I think any new work from Alan Moore is normally good news. Again, I'm just a massive fanboy. That's just the way it is. Before we get into it, can I ask you guys, can you hit the like button? That'll be that's even if you don't like Alan Moore or me. Can you hit the like button? That'll be freaking awesome. Can you hit the share button? Sharing is caring, baby. Share me around, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. If you can consider doing it, that'll be great. If you are subscribed, please make sure you are still subscribed. YouTube doesn't like people subscribing to me. They really don't. They get very upset. So don't tell YouTube, okay? That's the important thing. But hit the subscribe button. That'd be great. Comment is fantastic. The algorithm eats up your yummy comments and go, give me more. And they let people subscribe to my channel. It's the weirdest thing, but that's kind of how it works. Fine. Like, share, subscribe. Only if you want to be super nice. Like super duper fantastic. Then you can always go and check out my Indiegogo. Which I'm trying to find it right here. Where is it? Over here. That's the button I'm looking for. Finally found it. My Indiegogo, 2 freaking awesome graphic novels, and you can tell how much I like Alan Moore in these graphic novels. These are this is the Alan Moore way of making comics. First we got this one, biblical. Listen, you can tell I read a lot of his work. This is Bible stories for atheists, Christians, rationalists, rogues. This is I think a kind of like a really kind of major work of mine. It's a real in-depth story. It's 220 pages long, 180 pages stories. I wanted to actually really say something real with this. There's that book, and we also got The Imperium, a love letter telefantasy of the 1960s. Again, very much influenced by League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which Alan Moore taking all his literary heroes and putting them all together into one narrative. And my heroes are slightly more lower brow. They're all like the 1960s genre TV. This is a love letter telefantasy of the 1960s. So imagine James Bond, Patrick Troughton's Doctor Who, Emma Peel, a monkey in a spacesuit, and the Black Slab from 2001, all together in one freaking awesome super group. You get a bunch of extras if you buy both books. That's Indiegogo for you. You get lots of extras. You get the For the Male Gaze series, a bunch of postcards. You can send them to your vicar, send them to your rabbi, send them to this rabbi. I don't really mind. Bunch of postcards. Some a little bit titillating. I find them titillating anyway. These are based on things that turned me on when I was 12, and funnily enough, still does the trick today. This next one's coming up has been very popular, especially last week with May the 4th. You get you get those cards. There's gonna be another one debuting. I hopefully get that out by Tuesday. I'm so busy, and I really want to wrap up this campaign so I can send it off. It's ready to go. I can fulfill it, and I want to launch my next campaign. You're going to get this poster as well. If we hit $8,000, we're getting there. We're over $7,000 now. It's a big A2 poster. It's called The Bohemian in Time and Space. We also have this poster, The Eyes Have It. We have Great Balls of Fire, and we have Forever Young. So a bunch of great, wonderful goodies for you. But what's a great, wonderful goodie? Alan Moore. So this is really exciting. I'm bursting with fiction. Alan Moore announces 5-volume fantasy epic. So, okay, the first reason I'm excited about this is last book, Jerusalem, I've only got a few hundred pages into, and it's like a million pages. It's a ridiculous amount of pages. Oh my God. I just got a notification. This guy is just incredibly obsessed with my channel. He hates it, right? He hates it, and he keeps commenting, and I keep replying, saying, "Look, just come on the channel, and we can talk." It's fine. No, he refused. But he obsessed. So if you're watching this video, mate, you know who you are. Could you hit the subscribe button, because you're gonna want to know what I say. I'm sorry, literally, as I was recording, the notification just flashed up in front of me. I figured I'd share it with you. So yeah, I'm like a few hundred pages in. The problem is, firstly, the it's tiny, and it's massive. What I really wished he'd done, as I was reading it, that he broke it up into. He could have broken this up into 10 books. He could have broken it up into 3 books minimally. It's in 3 books the way it comes, but he could have broken it up into more books, I think, and serialized it. I think it probably would have done a lot better. A lot more people would have read it. But Alan Moore's got a thing that he wants to keep the peasants out of his literature, which I think this means he's actually moving away from, because again, it looks like he's getting paid. Also, by the way, Alan Moore has got this movie that he did last year. I haven't been able to watch it yet. I would totally watch it. It's called The Show. I saw the short version, like he did something a couple of years earlier called Showpieces. I really liked it. Go check out my channel. We did a video vault on that about a year or so ago. It's an interesting movie, weird movie. So he's done like a sequel to that, and I'm waiting to see it, right? But again, can we just put it on some kind of streaming platform that I will pay to watch it? Maybe, again. So, Alan Moore's never been the greatest one in business. That's why I'm really happy about the story. Fine, so let's read the story. Watchmen V for Vendetta writer lands 6-figure deal for fantasy quintet Along London and short story collection. So, again, the short story collection, I am really excited about. The Alan Moore prose that I really enjoyed, and absolutely fantastic. He had this magazine called Dodgem Logic, which wasn't great. There was one issue which I quite liked called the Christmas issue. He wrote a Christmas horror story in that, which was superb, absolutely superb. And it was like a few thousand words long. It was digestible, which most of Alan Moore's work really isn't that digestible. So he's breaking into a 5-volume fantasy epic. I'm up for that, because I think probably I will be able to read it, be able to struggle through it. So that does somewhat excite me. But short story collection, that totally excites me. 2 years after announcing he had retired from comics, Alan Moore, the illustrious author of Watchmen and V for Vendetta, which I think he cringes every time anybody mentioned, has signed a 6-figure deal for a groundbreaking 5-volume fantasy series, as well as a momentous collection of short stories. Now, I do believe it probably is groundbreaking and momentous, but it does sound like a media spin to me, right? But listen, I don't know if you're a fan of Game of Thrones and you're upset that it's never going to be finished. I can almost guarantee you Alan Moore will finish as well. He normally finishes wherever he started. The only time he didn't was a thing called Big Numbers, right? He got like 2 issues in, and then Bill Sienkiewicz, I think, it was the art left the project, and it was taken over by Al Columbia. And he did a 3rd issue, which was never released. So sorry, it was pretty darn good. But then he destroyed all the artwork, and it was lost forever. A few years ago, his daughter had this thing called Electra Comics, which I loved. It was a new type of digital comic book, which really married the best of digital comics and the best of traditional comics. It had that language of traditional comics in a digital format. It was fantastic. It never went anywhere. So I was trying to convince him. That I did a pitch for it. I did a few, like a few page pitch when it was digital, where I said, listen, just give me your notes from Big Numbers, right? Just give me the script for it. I'll write it up. We can do it. We can crowdsource it, and the money that you'll make from it, which is going to be a freaking fortune, then go and fund Electro Comics, and they can set up a digital market. It really would have been fantastic. Alan Moore said no. Although it killed me, because the artwork I did for that was some of my best work. It was really fantastic. I'll dig it out for you sometime during it was a live stream. I got to find it. It was really, I mean, if I say so myself, but it was particularly good. I liked it. Fine. So Bloomsbury, home of the Harry Potter novels, acquired what it describes as 2 major projects from the 67-year-old. Yeah, okay, he's about he's older than me, about 17 years older than me. The first Illuminations is a short story collection that we published in autumn 2022. I am so buying that. Oh my God. Yes, 100% getting that next year. I'm going to try and finish reading Jerusalem before that happens. Yeah, I've got the book on tape, but it's 30 hours long. I mean, that again, if you could have just serialized it, Alan, I would have just made it a bit more digestible. But I just think you want to keep people like me out because, I'm a comic book reader. I'm not the brightest bulb on the patch. There's a reason I like comic books. Moves from the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse to the Boltzmann brains fashioning the universe. Bloomsbury said it was a dizzying, original, and brimming with energy, promising a series of beguiling and elegantly crafted tales that reveal the full power and imagination and magic. I bet it's going to be fantastic, right? I am so psyched for this. I bet it's going to be fantastic. The second acquisition is, and I hear the word acquisition, and I can hear Alan Moore going, "Oh God, it sounds so bad." But again, I think he feels better with his six-figure check. Six-figure, you got to assume it's the lowest in the six-figure. So he's paid £1 million for the. I think it's a good investment for all concerned, quite frankly. Second acquisition is a fancy quintet titled Long London, which will launch in 2024, a series that will move from shell-shocked and unraveled London of 1949 to a version of London just beyond our knowledge. Oh, I love it when he does stuff like that. That's essentially what League of Extraordinary developed into. Because the first, couple of volumes was just, let's have fun and put everybody together. And then Alan Moore, being Alan Moore, he made a cohesive world for it to go into, which made it significantly different from our world. It had like a very detailed, rich history. That's what the Black Dossier was about, which a lot of people didn't really like. But that's essentially what League of Extraordinary Gentlemen Black Dossier was about, setting up that deeper lore. Just beyond our knowledge, encompassing murder, magic, and madness. Bloomsbury said it promises to be an epic, unforgettable tour de force of magic and history. I'm so psyched, right? I'm so psyched. Adam Moore is simply a legend. It has been such a pleasure to listen to him talk about his ambitious Long London series, as well as discovering the range of his shorter fiction. Bloomsbury editor-in-chief Paul said editor-in-chief. Bloomsbury editor-in-chief Paul Bagley. These projects have set Bloomsbury alight. I bet they have. Listen, you can say what you want about Alan Moore. He is a bit of a curmudgeon. He doesn't like other people work on his creations, which I think is a bit weird, quite frankly. In the comic book world, it's just normal that you will work on other people's creations and they will work on yours. That's why when they did the before Watchmen stuff, they had. The guy who did Swamp Thing, the guy who invented Swamp Thing, what's his name again? I'm going to remember as soon as this video finishes. Do what the Ozymandias, or was it Doug Monaghan? It wasn't him. Write the Ozymandias one, and they had Jay Lee do the art, which was stunning. Absolutely. Best art, though, absolutely was the Dr. Manhattan series. I think probably one of the best series as well, written by J. Michael Straczynski. Who did the art on that? Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right. And Silk Spectre. Whoa! She was particularly hot in that. Moore stopped writing comics in 2019, leaving behind him a roster of work including League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, his influential Batman comic, The Killing Joke, and From Hell. In 2016, he published a 1,000-page, it was more than that, wasn't it? Novel, Jerusalem, about his hometown, Wolverhampton, with comic publisher Knockabout. There is much here that is magnificent, wrote Guardian at the time. Somewhere in this sprawling behemoth, this teeming leviathan of psychic mammoth of a novel, there is a very good, very visionary book struggling to get out. Yes, that's 100%. Again, I think it just imploded upon the weight of its own size. Right? I think it was just it was too big. If you just serialized it, I really think it would have gone a lot better. Speaking about the book deal, Moore said that he was at a moment in his career when he was bursting with fiction, bursting with prose. When isn't he bursting with fiction, bursting with prose? Right? He's always bursting. That's what clever people, clever writers are. I couldn't be happier with the new home I found at Bloomsbury, a near legendary independent publisher with a spectacular list of fierce commitment to expanding the empire of the world. The Emperor of the Word, not the world, said Moore. I have a feeling this will be a very productive partnership. I hope it is. I really hope it is. This article was amended on 5th of May to correct a reference to Moore's novel Jerusalem, which was his second novel, not his first. First was called Voice of the Fire. This is from The Guardian. There's this extra bit at the bottom that says, as you're joining us today from Israel, we have a small favour to ask. Though these are turbulent times and times, millions rely on The Guardian for independent journalism, and it stands there, blah, blah. No, I'm not giving you money. This is us. You ask me, you're asking me for money. No, you're not getting money. Alan Moore's got money. I'm very happy he got paid. He very much deserves to get paid. I'm psyched. This is good news. This is 100% good news. I think this means we're going to get good books. We're going to get a series of good books. So hey, it sounds good. It sounds excellent. I do hope his movie comes out soon. And look, $1 million, £1 million. I know it sounds like isn't that much, but for I think where he is in life right now, he is that's exactly what he should be getting. And I think it's probably paying him his needs for probably the rest of his life. Which I'm happy about, but I do hope we're going to see a lot more work than this out of him, over his life. Because I think he's one of the most important artistic voices in the world. I think it has been for his entire life. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin. You are a rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.